Whether we like it or not, there is a problem. We need to discuss the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that if there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to lead. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution. Whether we like it or not, there is a problem. We need to discuss the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that if there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to lead. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution to the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that if there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to lead. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution to the problem.
Hello, good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1, and we are back again on Matters Horizon. Today is 18th of November, 2024. We're looking at the issues and the question of Nigeria. The indigenous people of Nigeria, from the east to the west to the north, are all asking for one thing: to redefine Nigeria, because the Nigeria they have, the Nigeria that is imposed upon them, is not working. And we are reviewing back again the call of the North calling for separation. And there is an underlining word the man used there, which is, we are ready for separation. Let us go back on that video and reflect on it, while I expect you joining this live broadcast to engage in this conversation by dropping your comment on the comment section wherever you're watching from, We are streaming on Facebook, on our Facebook page, BVI Channel 1. We are live there. We are also live on our Instagram and also live on our BVI Channel 1 YouTube channel, the backup channel, BVI Channel 1 Plus. So look out for it and subscribe, follow, and engage us from there. So having said that, we are going to open up the lines for your call to come in, whether you want to call direct line or through WhatsApp on the numbers on the screen. So once we come back, we engage and we open up the lines and allow the Nigerian people, the indigenous people cutting across board, airing their voice to the question of Nigeria we have today. Why it's not working and why it can never work. And the way forward for the trapped indigenous people in Nigeria. So let us take the view once again, coming all the way from the north. Let's get the opinion. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Whether we like it or not, there is a problem. We need to discuss the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that if there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to leave. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution to the problem.
Please allow him. Please allow him. Somebody has his opinion. You have your opinion.
This is why we are here. If you disagree with me, come up and give your position. This is my position. This is the position of Northern Nigeria. So if you disagree, make your position known. Yes, we should create. There should be a room for discussion. Call it national conference. Call it national conference. Call it restructuring. Call it whatever. I agree that we should come to a round table and discuss Nigeria.
All right, we are right back again. But for the sake of those who are watching from the Instagram, because of I had some technical issues that I needed to go sort out and came back again. So they couldn't get exactly what this guy said. So I have to repeat that video again so that we carry everyone along from all our social media platform where we're streaming this program from. So let's take that once again, and when we come back, we engage as promised. Please don't go away. Stay tuned and keep sharing.
Whether we like it or not, there is a problem. We need to discuss the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that if there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to leave. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution to the problem.
Please allow him. Please allow him. Somebody has his opinion. You have your opinion.
This is why we are here. If you disagree with me, come up and give your position. This is my position. This is the position of Northern Nigeria. So if you disagree, make your position known. Yes, we should create. There should be a room for discussion. Call it national conference. Call it national conference. Call it restructuring. Call it whatever. I agree that we should come to a round table and discuss Nigeria.
All right, that is it. And I believe you've gotten the whole gist. What the northern people are saying with respect to the question of Nigeria, and they are fully ready according to them. All right, now the number to call is +234-810-4545-533, and I might be very brief on today's program because of a whole lot of other factors. All right, knowing fully well that Mondays here, a lot of activities are actually happening because of the Monday sit at home. So because of that, putting that into consideration, this live broadcast might not be up to 1 hour as we normally do that. But the most important thing is for us to disseminate this very important information, which is the question of Nigeria. What do you think about it? I know that if I ask you the question, I know many of you will be like, you already know our position. Let everybody go their own separate ways, which is the opinion of millions of Nigerian people today. That is the truth. Cutting across broad. It's not a matter of a section of people asking for separation, but to redefine this British colonial contraption that is not working and can never work, especially with the way it is structured today and being hijacked by corrupt political class. Every Nigerian today is a victim of Nigeria. And that's why all indigenous people, the Arawas, as we see today, are calling for it. The Oduduwas are saying the same thing. Biafran people, only God knows how long, they've been hammering on the same issue. Now the question is, if all indigenous people in Nigeria want, the true owners of the land want Nigeria to be redefined, which is the irreducible minimum, which is exactly what this guy talked about. Talking about restructuring of Nigeria, not restructuring of the constitution or restructuring of a segment of a Nigerian setup. No, it is an overhaul restructuring of Nigeria. And the irreducible minimum is returning back to regional government, activating true federalism, redefining the boundaries in Nigeria. Not all this mopped up confusion in the name of state we have today, which was even created by Nigeria itself. Okay, so we are having the first caller. Sorry. Hello? Hello? Good evening. This thing keeps happening. Hello? Hello? Yeah, good evening. We are having some issues, but we are trying to fix it. Hang on while we try to get you on. Hang on. This is really embarrassing. Hang on so that we'll be able to have this conversation. Hello? That call, we lost it. It's unfortunate. It's terrible. We'll try and see if the call will be able to retrieve it back. Please, we keep trying. It's part of the distractions we normally have, and we'll continue working hard to fix it until we get it accurately right. Okay, you can still make a try again to call 08104545-533 to let your opinion be heard. We're talking about the northern people getting ready for Nigeria breakup. And we're talking about also the process. The process is very important. Now, everyone is asking for the same thing. Who is keeping Nigeria together by force? Nigerians are tired of Nigeria. With the way things are going, it is obvious it is not working and can never work. So let us redefine this Nigeria. And what are we going to be redefining? Which is the irreducible minimum? Everybody's calling for restructuring. Restructuring of Nigeria back to regional government is the irreducible minimum every part of Nigeria is asking for. It's not too much, but the corrupt politicians who are benefiting from the confusion of Abuja politics and unitary federalism will never allow the people to redefine this contraption that has only made their lives miserable. So that's exactly what we're looking at today. The numbers to call to make your submission known is +234 810 4545 533. We can also acknowledge your comments if you're dropping it on the comment section, and we will be taking your commentaries from there. If your call coming, we'll also take that as well. So those of you who are watching from Facebook, we are also taking your own opinion from there too. So keep bringing it live, sharing it to other people. Let more people join us in this conversation, because this is very important to Nigerians. Every Nigerian needs this conversation to happen earnestly, because Nigerians have fallen victim enough of the impunity of Nigeria. So what do you think about the call for separation by the North? And to you, what do separation means? And again, how will it happen? Because it's not good enough for us to sit back and say, we want separation, we want breakup, we are agitating. The point is, how is it going to happen? How is it going to pan out? How will the people, the suppressed Nigerians, be able to galvanize themselves, come together and demand for it, and agitate for it, and wrestle it out from the hands of their oppressors, who are their political class? They not are asking for the same thing. The Oduduwas are the same thing. The Biafra people are also doing the same thing. They are asking for separation, and yet everyone seems to be locked in this contraption. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. This is embarrassing. Hello? Wait, hang on. Let's change the audio and see what happens. Hello? Same thing is happening. Hang on. We are trying to see why we are unable to connect you. Hello? Hello? We can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, partially, but go on.
Yeah, there's this stuff that it's so static in your end. Anytime you pick up, the noise continues. But anyway, let me manage to speak if it's okay, if I'm audible.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, thank you so much for what you're doing. And clear evidence of what the Nigerian people are asking for. As with respect to finding a way to this situation that has been not favorable to any group at all. The question is, what are we not doing, or what are we doing? Because it's obvious that a lot of us, mostly every group, now know that there's no way out with what is going on today. And there has been calls, series of calls from the west, from the north, and even this video you're playing, I think it's an old video even.
Yeah. I've published this video before now.
Yeah, it was an old video. It was done almost 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing that people are willing to discuss a way forward for this place called Nigeria. But it appears that some underground work is ongoing. Even that man that was speaking, you can hear him clearly, that he has a position there. People that are groveling on in the audience, and he was telling them they have the right to come up and make their own submission. That people cannot continue to say that this topic cannot be discussed. What you're saying that cannot be discussed is hurting everybody. And the man said he's giving an honest submission. Okay, so that leads to the question: what is this hand that has been keeping everybody down, that doesn't want this issue to be discussed? Okay, because everybody's tired. Everybody, the geographical region cannot be governed by one individual or a political party. Let's put it that way. It cannot be governed. Right now, what they're doing, they call themselves government, but it's obvious that there's no such elements of governance in what they're doing. Criminals everywhere, murderers everywhere. And I think for this topic, it's a kind of food for thought for most of us, especially people from the southeast, who today are observing. I heard you made a comment about observing this and that. Okay? That man is out there, has spoken about the situation. Of course, we have seen the Yorubas or the other ones, has spoken about their issue, even took it to all the way to London. That's where I was trying to come here the last time when I called, but the program was over. Now, why our people? Why don't we have some people who call themselves the mouthpiece of the Igbos, who are now saying or tapping into what the discussion is all about, and coming out and saying, oh, okay, if you guys are really let's go for it. Let's have a discussion. When we find out it appears that it's in that particular one division. It appears that it's we are all trying to make noise in different groups, but it appears that we are the ones that don't want that separation. Because if we are, I'm not saying I don't think there'll be anything holding the so-called peace of the Biafrans or if you may, to come out boldly, just like this guy is speaking, just like the universe to, push for whatever it is, like the man said, whatever it is, whether it's conference or whatever it is, the discussion should be made to see people are ready to continue with this conversion. That's my submission. I don't want to hold up the line because I know that a lot of people may be calling me, but I just want to thank you so much. It's important for us to begin to ask ourselves with all these people that are singing praises. We have three major groups in our land that are singing praises to one individual, making noise, distracting other people. They're thinking that it's something that of this magnitude, an issue of this magnitude can be resolved by one person. And it calls for a real evaluation of what we're doing today. Today, you just talked about that. Why would those people that are running this attitude at home come out boldly? Just like this man came out boldly. Like some people and this court came out boldly. What is this madness going on in our land? Where people are running one another in the name of Satan. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you too. What now? How do you think this whole thing is going to pan out in terms of the agitation? Agitating is one thing. Getting the thing done is another thing. How do you think the indigenous people in Nigeria will be able to overcome their dilemma in Nigeria? Because since everybody's asking for the same thing, I mean the indigenous people in Nigeria, the few political class that are benefiting from the impunity of Nigeria will never let go. How do you think this is going to pan out? Some people are saying war. Some people are saying referendum. But even referendum, how is it going to pan out? Self-determination, how is it going to pan out? Restructuring, how is it going to pan out? That's the question. That's the solution we want to profile.
It is not in their position to continue to hold people on hostage. There's this. I want to make reference to a call for leaders. Some of us will hear about the call for that leaders has been making for a while now. It sounds like what they're doing is nothing but. And there's something I learned from their call, I believe, before this 2023 election, where they are asking for every group, if we sincerely want separation, every group should go on and close all shops, all political shops. Groups in different areas should hold anybody that is coming out wrong or any position in their construction without having discussion on how to move this country forward. Every group should be able to hold any individual coming from their side accountable if we want this thing done. Because there's this call is ongoing. Before you know it, it's 2027. And before you know it, you're going to see election, all kinds of placards being displayed in different regions. And then this group of people that belongs in that region have no reason to stand up and ask those people running to campaign on this fraudulent Nigeria question. That's what individual groups, or rather different parts of that, that contraction have not done well. Just like the Igbos, we have not stood together to begin to ask any man that is going to come out come 2027. Even this gubernatorial election that is being run under fraudulent Nigerian system. Before you know it, they're going to distract us with the gubernatorial election. And people are still going to go out there to vote. That what validating the certain constitution. Everybody knows that constitution is a sham. So why do we continue to validate it by voting? And when I say this, a lot of people will, on the other side, will argue that we must vote because we are looking for good governance. That if you don't vote, that's still going to carry people and put there. I mean, that's what we've been doing all this shit. But if the people, if the Igbos want out of the contraction, just like the Northerns say they want out of the contraction, and the Yorubas say they want out of the fraction. And that's how the so-called political criminals in their area accountable and never allow them to come out to do any kind of campaigning or any kind of primary deal, whatever, until the discussion is resolved.
All right.
We can look at them as the truth. I don't know if I come out clear with what I was saying.
Yes, of course.
Every group should be able to hold any person coming out from their group in the name of Nigerian election.
All right.
This nonsense will be over.
All right, Obidi Obienu, thank you so much for your submission. We have other people who are already calling, so we give them a chance to also add your opinion on this issue.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Obienu, and we hope we continue in this conversation. All right, that is it. Obidi Obienu, who called us from the US, and there are other people who are calling. The number still remains +234 810 4545 533. Let's have your opinion on this issue. How are we going to get this thing done? Obidio Obieno had made a suggestion of boycotting the election. A lot of people have been on that advocacy to boycott the election and insist that Nigeria must be discussed before further election. But we know the challenges we have in that. The electoral system of Nigeria, which goes for simple majority. So the fewer people, the better for the politicians, getting them involved in electoral process. They will just continue the process, whether you vote or not. Okay? So even the ones who are saying no election believe that, which is very true, that irrespective of the effort of the people trying to cast their vote, the politicians will always have their way of rigging the election. Institutionally, with INEC, who conducts the election, because we've seen that happen over time. INEC has displayed incapacitation in running any free and fair election in Nigeria. All right, so the numbers are still open for you to make your opinion by calling 0810 4545 533. As much as we can take your call, we keep grinding until your voice is heard. But when we don't have more of your comments or your calls, we will now call it a day. All right. They're not asking for separation from Nigeria, actually. The East have been asking for it. The Oduduwas, the West, are on it. Then the question is, who will bail the cat? And who actually is holding this Nigeria together? And what is holding Nigeria together? It's just a matter of personal interest of political class who are benefiting from the confusion of Nigeria today. So that's what we're talking about. So we hope that you can drop your comments and let's have your opinion on this. Or you call us on our line. The number is here displayed. +234 810 4545 533. In my own opinion and stance, I could be wrong, but that has been our position. And I believe it will, in a long way, give the people their freedom, the freedom they seek. And you must understand, freedom is not given, it is taken. But how are they going to take it? First of all, it begins with the renewal of their mind, their knowledge and understanding about the process. Hello, good evening. Ken Agwolo, calling from the United States. You're welcome to the program. This is BVI Channel 1.
Hello, how are you? I'm calling from Washington, D.C. Are you still on your channel?
Go on.
About separation?
Yeah, we are talking about the northern people asking for separation, saying they are ready for Nigeria breakup. So what do you think about it? What's your opinion about it? With the question of Nigeria.
It's about time. I am glad that Biafran war should not happen. But I am glad that everybody is realizing it. There is no part of Nigeria, no part that doesn't have what it takes to strive. What is happening is a few greedy, selfish, and wicked politicians are destroying the country. Look at the vast majority of Nigeria all over the world. With what it takes, technological skill, everything, and they want to come home. These greedy and wicked politicians all over Nigeria is not making it happen. So I am glad. I don't know why the Northerners are feeling they don't have what it takes. Look at Zamfara, look at the Google, look at their massive fertile land that can use. What is oil? Oil will expire. The blood is getting to them. And I believe what is happening is what Tinubu is doing to the Northerners, to all over Nigeria, trying to legalize Nigeria between the people. And now their eyes is a little bit open. But it's a good beginning. Regional government is the best way. Indian is practicing it.
I agree with you.
All over countries practicing it. So what it is, let everybody strive. You want to go faster, fine. You want to take your time, fine. It is good for Nigeria. Like I said, greedy, wicked, and selfish politicians all over the part of Nigeria doesn't want anything because they know if we go to regional government, they will not have any say because you know them. Every region know the bad egg among them. So it is a good beginning. I hope this will move. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your submission. But outside your submission and opinion, how are you expecting it to pan out? How do you think it's going to happen? Because knowing fully well that the corrupt politicians will never allow that to happen, how do you think the people are going to walk themselves away from it?
That is my fear. sensitive about the fact never to approve it. They can also, the Northerners, because the problem is Northerners. I think the Uruguayans are ready. I think the Biafrans are ready. I think the South people are ready. The problem is the North. If the middle belt are gonna come out, because it's for their benefit, especially the middle belt. Okay? If their people, this is their people. If people gonna come out, this is what we want. For the benefit of everybody. My fear is those wicked and selfish politicians will not let it go because they know if that happens, they will be nowhere. People will be nowhere in Europe. He knows that because they know him. You look at what happened in Lagos. Clearly, he didn't even have 25% there. Forget about all this stuff. Stop him in and out. So that is my fear. But it's up to Nigeria. Not they can make it happen if they want. Okay? And we can say that they're doing all these things because Nigeria are sleeping. If they want it. That's what I'm saying. So it's up to Nigeria. But I like that stuff that's coming from the north. And I hope it's going to resurrect in all the parts of north. Like I said, the west is ready, the east is ready, south is ready. But it is up to them. That's what I'm saying. But it's all the people have to make that happen. So that's it. And it's for benefit for everybody. It's for benefit for everybody. All the parts of Nigeria is done with natural resources. That's what I'm saying. But I pray it's a good beginning and maybe let that happen. That's all I can say.
All right. Thank you very much for that, your submission. It is well taken.
Thank you.
Keep watching and keep bringing your opinion forward. The lines are still open. +234 4545 533. So we are still on it. In case you're just joining us, we are live and direct, and we are talking about redefining Nigeria and the position of indigenous people in Nigeria. I think I have Ndubisi joining us virtually. Good evening, Ndubisi. You're welcome to the program tonight on Matters Arising. Can we have your opinion? Yep.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Viewers all over the world. Yeah, where should I start from? But right from the beginning, Nigeria is not meant to be war. Nigeria is a business enterprise packaged together by some business interests. Whether you want to call it internal businessmen or external business interests. For all together, the packaging of Nigeria is for sole purpose of business optimization against
Ndubisi,
general interest.
can I cut you short because we have a caller? We give them preference. Okay, I think we lost that call. You can continue. If he calls back, we can take it. Go on.
So, like I was saying, I said we cannot repeat it enough. We cannot say it enough. Even if it means repeating it 1,000,000 times, we have to continue saying it for the sake of this present generation and the future generation. They should know that a country called Nigeria is created for administrative convenience of some businessmen. And ever since then, that confusion has been sustained against general interest of the indigenous people of Nigeria, be it indigenous people of former Eastern Nigeria or the indigenous people of Midwest, indigenous people of the Western Nigeria, the Yorubas, and the indigenous people of Hausa, and among other more than 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria are put in this enclave or enclosed called Nigeria. And I think the question you are asking is way forward and how do we exit out
Yeah,
of this
of course.
situation?
How do we build the
Very
cart? Everybody's asking for the same thing, but nobody is
yes.
talking about the process. How is it going to happen? Or is it going to be you sleep and wake up and everything is done? Biafra will be declared. Oduduwa will be declared. Or Arewa will be declared. Does it pan out that way? And again, before we wrap it up tonight, there is another fundamental thing talking about readiness. We're going to discuss that after your own submission.
Yeah, the exit window is so simple, but it's only that majority of the oppressed indigenous people are too religious. Can you hear me?
Go on, we can hear you.
I say the majority of indigenous people in Nigeria are too religious to even face the fact and religious. Not just religious people, indigenous people in Nigeria, but across Africa. Africans are known to be too religious. They are not scientific, they are not rational, they want quick fix, they want miracle. Majority of them go to the church every day to for miracle. They ask God, God, please come and intervene in Nigeria. I mean, that is the way Nigerians and Africans use it. But few of us are here to tell them that you have to work your way out. And the way to work our way out is to just keep on organizing ourselves. Because these oppressors are very few people. The indigenous people are in the majority. The power belongs to the people. The power of the people, the oppressed people, is far greater than those few people in
In power.
political power. So we have to be conscious of that the power we have is greater than those very few people in government houses. If the people should look at you, Chinedu, and say, this young man has been consistent for the past 10 years, he has been telling us this message. We have to come around and follow him because if you follow he who knows the road, your solution will be there. But if you follow blind man, you can never find their feet. You keep on dancing around the circle. At the end of the day, you will still come back to square one without making any progress. So, like one Yoruba man uh, said today, he said what indigenous people of Nigeria should insist is on electoral reform. Let's hold, since we've accepted democracy, majority of us would not wish for military coup. Because if you have military coup, you do not, you may not know how it will end up. If you are praying for soldiers to come and take over, you may not be there to direct them on what to do, whether they will stay there for 1 month and hand over to people's president or the right person who will do the needful. As long as you allow them and they're with gun, all the gun will want the indigenous people had bought for them for security. You invite them to come and take over power. You may not be there to ask them, this is what you should do. So that is why because we have gotten democracy, even though some people believe that this is not democracy yet, but we have freedom to some extent. We still have freedom to express ourselves. We still have freedom to tell Mr. President that you are not getting into height. Even though some people will go on protest, they will be arrested. But I do not believe that if people should do the right thing, they will get arrested. And even if they get arrested, it's not like you will kill them. They will go to court. The other time, those young people that were arrested when the masses of Nigerians started protesting, they were all released and they taken to Aso Villa. At the end of the day, I don't know whether it came them Ghana must go. That is the beauty of democracy. So it's the power of the people to get together and make collective demand that this is what we want. We want reform, electoral reform. We want transmission of results from polling units. We want independent candidates. If I want to contest for governor of an state, I need not belong to any political party. All what I should do is to go and test how popular I am. Hello, Chinedu, let me pause for now.
Well, you've said it, and it may not go down well with some people, especially when you talk about the electoral process. I understand the fact that we keep advocating for electoral process, which you know it is highly flawed in Nigeria.
Sorry, can you?
You say?
No, can you hear me, Chinedu?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me? Okay. Like I was saying, I said we have to understand exactly what we want. At this point in time, no need of crying, no need of people saying, we want this, we want this. If you desire anything, start from now. Just like we started this discussion, you know, what we want now is electoral reform. Let's get it reformed. You know, after that reformation, once we have the ability to elect the right people to go into government, we have them. We have the right people that will sit and determine the right system of government we need. Whether we will be together as one country, or whether we will have a regional government, whether we will have a parliamentary system of government, or presidential system of government under regions or under state autonomy. So we need to be defining and discussing this thing. Download it to village level, community level, so that communities will understand exactly what they want. Because I don't understand it. People will always come on board and say the system is not working. Yes, we know it's not working. It has been like this since 1970, since 1967, 66, since after in fact, after the independence, you know, after the independence, it has been one flaw or the other, it has been one crisis or the other. System has not been working. Now we have to understand why is the system not working and sit down to discuss it. You know, even if you kill police station, police officers or vigilantes, ask everybody to sit at home. Even if you do it for 10 years, it will not change anything. Because those holding power are seated in Abuja. Those that have power, doesn't concern them. After 4 years, they organize another election and they elect themselves. And even like Ababio said, keep on protesting, I will keep on enjoying. So it's for us to strategic things we have to do. And one of the things we have to do right on this platform, let's let the discussion continue. Let us continue discussing what we want. Like I said, I've identified one thing. It has to do with electoral reform. And when the masses, like we mobilize 1 million people like this, all of them occupied INEC office, that this INEC chairman has to go. If Tinubu doesn't sack it, of course, Nigerians will make government of government. How do you make government of government? Like somebody called, let the whole Nigerians sit at home on thought. If everybody sit at home, my dear, you are not violating any law. You can only violate law if you use weapon, if you use gun to harass people, if you terrorize people on the road to go back to their home. But if majority of Nigerians willingly close their markets and sit at home, there is nothing that
including the civil
if
servants,
majority of Nigerians,
including everybody.
no, no, civil servants can go to work because they are under paid role of the government. Government can sanction.
Are they not part of the
But
citizens?
I'm saying
Are they not
majority.
suffering what everybody is suffering? In fact, they are the biggest
No, I
victims.
mean,
They conduct strike. They go to strike and
no,
all
they
of those.
could
It
be
is part of protest. So if they sit at home in protest,
okay. Okay,
it is carried. The point is that the Nigerian system must be shut down.
okay.
If there could be any revolution that will change
In
anything,
that case,
and they call for a change, especially the electoral process, let no election be conducted in Nigeria again.
okay. Yeah, they could declare strike. Is of course it's allowed. Like a labor union could say, okay, that thought that Nigerians have declared sit at home because of INEC, that this INEC is most corrupt man. He has to resign or be sacked. If he's not sacked, we sit at home, all Nigerians, and the labor NLC will back it up. ASU will back it up. Market leaders will back it up. Oil workers will back it up. I'm telling you, it will be carried.
Now it
If
doesn't end.
Nigerians say
It doesn't end in saying you declare sit at home and ask for INEC chairman to be sacked. Sacked by who? Tinubu. Appointed another one by who? The same Tinubu. That's the problem.
no,
It should
understand
be
what
an
understand
overhaul. If you
first
are saying that Nigeria system should be
understand
overhauled, let every group,
no
whether social-cultural, professional bodies, market women, students, everybody say enough is enough. We have adjusted enough to bad governance. Let's redefine this country. If it is regional government they want, they demand for it. If it is constitutional reform, they will demand for it. But I don't think the constitutional reform will be the solution. Because waiting for the long process of getting the electoral process in order, then you now vote in people who will now go there. Let Nigeria be redefined. Because everybody is suffering. The system is not working. Just like Ninas have been calling. I've been calling, we have that opinion that the electoral process will bring in people who will do the needful. Yes. But as it is today, Nigerians must call and mandate those who have hijacked the government to do the needful. By the time everywhere is shut down, they will have no other option than to succumb to the will of the people. You subject them to do that. Even these ones that you say, oh, we are going to vote them in, how are you sure they will not turn their back and be like the same people you voted out? Just like we've seen before. So I I think a total overhauling of the impunity of the Nigerian system by Nigerians should be the order of demand by Nigerian people. Honestly, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion.
They are wrong, Chinedu, because that's the opinion, but things don't work out that way because it's easy for you to stay in that your seat and say Nigerians, all Nigerians come back. You know, when you look at Nigeria, people have various interests. You
Mm.
have a lot of interest group. In as much as you want the best for the country, but I can assure you that the reason why Nigeria is not working is because we have many evil people and good people around us. Just take a instance around you. In your village, you might desire good society, good environment within your village. You are preaching it, you want things to change. But when you look back like this, you notice that if you are 100, 80 of those people do not agree with what you are saying. They want quick fix.
Mm.
They want anyhow, whatever thing that goes, you know. So that is why this call has to be systematic and be strategic.
Okay.
Because from one you can't one, you can't two. When you can't two, remember, people are not politically informed. You know, we are talking on social media platform. How many of these voters are on social media platform? Or how many of them can even buy data to be on social media platform? So if you are talking like this, you may be talking to informed people, electorate. And that is why in Lagos State were able to vote and they defended their vote. Imagine Tinubu losing an election in Lagos State after all their rigging. After all their rigging, still at the end of the day, candidate of Labour Party Peter Obi was still declared after all the manipulations they did. They still at the end of the day, Peter Obi was declared winner. In Abuja, the same thing happened. Tinubu and Atiku could not secure 25% of votes. What does that tell you? Because Abuja voters were well informed and educated. Abuja voters, they know exactly what they want and they voted in line with that. But that will not be said with voters inside Osun State or Ogun State. So the political education and information will continue.
No,
It
it's
has
very
to be
crucial.
sustained, and this and as this education sustained, more leaders will keep on springing up, not just at national level as P2B just the face. No, at local government level, you see somebody who is people centric. You see somebody who can defend the cause of the people and stand by that decision.
Mm.
At state level, you see such people. At the senatorial zone, you see such people. So as the discussion is increasing, so as many vibrant young people who desire change will be coming on. Such thing does not happen overnight, unless if you are asking for military coup. It's only military coup that will come and strike. Everybody will fall in line. Myself, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for a democratic process, and I know that process will take time.
Uh,
But it's very important and good for us to start that process now and tell everybody that this is the direction we are going. This is the vision we have. This is the mission. And this is how we're going to achieve it. And we'll keep on going. We'll not be distracted. Our eye will be on the ball. Even if we get it wrong, just like during last election. I know the reason why every certain things went wrong. You know, you could imagine Labour Party, why the support groups were mobilizing and organizing. Labour Party were planning how to make money. Labour Party were busy securing their offices. They will not want you to come close. That was why at the end of the day, when INEC published the list of the agents, they couldn't secure even up to 150,000 agents, while you have millions of obedient supporters across Nigeria
Mm.
wanting to offer their services free of charge without being paid. Chinedu, were you not part of it?
Of course, of course.
Uh-huh. So what are we saying? Why Nigerians were asking for no change? Labour Party people were busy fighting for their office, for how many millions of naira they will make in that election cycle. So it's about the time we identify the right people, and we've seen a lot of them. People who are consistent, you know, people who believe in the change. Me, I'm from Eastern Nigeria. I don't believe in one Nigeria, the way Nigeria is configured. If it's the way Nigeria is configured, please, Nigeria should go the way of Soviet Union. I'm saying it, and I will say it again, that Nigeria is not a nation. Nigeria is a business enterprise. But some of us are still looking at it. Nigeria still have opportunity and chance to be won, like United Nations, like United Kingdom. England still go to World Cup. Ireland still go to World Cup. Scotland still go to World Cup, but they are still under a united country based on an understanding and agreement. Trade agreement, security agreement, currency agreement, constitutional agreement, even though they don't have a written constitution. You know, the same thing with United States of America. Nobody is saying one America. No, United States of America, meaning that each state in America is a nation. Like state of California is bigger than Nigeria. State of California wanted to have their own country. United States offered them a better opportunities and negotiation. They had to stay back. you know. So the state of Texas, state of Minnesota, all these things are different nations. They have their constitution, they have their, just like you are talking about region here, Chinedu, regional government. Theirs is states. They have 51 states. Just like here, we have 300 and something tribes, ethnic groups. We can have 20 nations, call it United States of Nigeria or United Regions of Nigeria. That is if Nigeria should be one. There's advantage of being one, of course. Of course, there's advantage of being in large country, you know, with autonomous controls or independent controls. Regions will have their regional controls, or states will have their regional state control, like resources, explore their mineral resources, you know, use their tax and be at liberty to pay tax to the center. In
Mm.
that case, everybody is in one country, such that if you want to go to Abuja, being a different region, you don't need visa to go to Abuja. But if you have a different country, you start processing your visa. In terms of moving goods and services, people can easily move their goods and services, you know. In terms of seeking for job opportunities, somebody from state of California can go to relocate to Texas just to go and work. It's still the same country, but they have a trade bilateral agreement. If you are moving from California to Texas, you may not use your driver's license. You may have to apply for driving license in that state, as long as you have driver's license from your originating state. Such things are defined and agreed upon as gentlemen, for the purpose of having a seamless administration that will favor majority of the people. The clause there is that it has to favor majority of the people, unlike what we have here in Nigeria. Like when Soludo organized summit, a common people, man like me will sit one place, be, uh, sit one place and be looking at them. Do I have international company? Do I have billions of naira? You know, all those questions will be when you look at the summit. You look for space for SMEs. You look for uh, desk for small businesses. You will not see it. You will not see it. You look for business for opportunities for people with sense of creativity to come and showcase what they have. You will not see it. You will not even be given voice.
mm,
So, so, so you understand that the system is wired for elites, and the elites today, I may not be in elitist class. The next day, I may qualify to be in that elite class. But the fact is that there is always a line. Always a line between the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. As long as you are in a lower class, upper class will not recognize you.
mm,
Nothing. They won't have respect for you until you join that their class. It happens even in communities. In some communities, chieftaincy title, if you acquire a lot of money, the Igwes may not care or bother to know how you make that money. It doesn't concern them. They don't look at the character. They don't look at source of wealth acquisition. All what they know is that this man has acquired so much money. And once that is done, you come to the community, construct road, uh, pay some school fees, because that's poverty, weaponization of poverty, or creation of inequalities, income inequalities, has already been done by the system. You know, system has not created, if you talk about water, a functional public water system such that everybody will have water. System has not provided stable electricity such that the poorest man in the village will have access to electricity. System has not created merit-driven employment system such that a son of Mr. Nobody can even aspire to pick job in Shell for not knowing anybody. System has not created such opportunity. System has created opportunity that you have to know a senator before you work in central bank. So that income inequality is always there. So for somebody to belong to the elite class, nobody cares how you do it. However way you do it, just do it. You have to prove that you've acquired wealth, and that is the only qualification for you to take chieftaincy title. And what that chieftaincy title is given to you, you have joined the elite club of Imakwebano.
mm.
Are you with me?
Yeah, sure.
So what I'm trying to explain is what system that is not working, what that system has cost a people, and it takes a working system to create a working environment and equal opportunities for everybody, and everybody will be happy for that. Take it or you leave it. If electricity is given to everybody, there will be no need for solar, building of solar panel. You know how much it takes for one to have solar system. You know, at least for you to have a solar system in a duplex, you must put together 5 million naira. So while your neighbor is enjoying light, you will not have. That has already defined the income gap. The same thing goes to water. The same thing goes to car. If you don't have money, you cannot buy car. But when system is working like in America, as long as you are working, anything you are doing like this, a manufacturing company will write a proposal to you that they can give you car on credit for a period of days. You pay as long as you are responsible. You are responsible. You are working. Of course, you should be working. You should be working. You have your car. So car is not a luxury. Certain things are not luxury, but here, those things are used to measure somebody's class in the society. At the end of the day, children, what I'm recommending is that we should have focus of what we have. The first thing is to keep on mobilizing the right people and using a message like the message I've proposed or somebody else has proposed that elect.
Okay.
The religious and this man no more Igbo, this man no more Yoruba, this one no more Hausa. That is it will make it near impossible for everybody to agree to do such thing of knocking down the system. Thank you, Chinedu.
All right. Thank you very much. I think we've taken a lot of time on this area conversation, but like I said, we are going to be ending it by looking at readiness. You know, the North said they are ready. Personally, I agree with them. The Oduduwas said they are ready. I also agree with them to some extent. But the Southeast, the Biafrans, how ready are you? And what makes a people ready for any eventuality about Nigeria? Because this country, as the way it's going, it will definitely crash. But what will become of the people afterwards? That is the situation. That's why we are profiling solution, so that it won't cause a lot of casualty on the people, especially our own people from the East. So do we see, if you have a highlight, is a way of concluding your submission today on this issue of readiness. Let's have it quickly, then we'll wrap it up. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello?
What's your question?
Yes, I was asking you, with respect to readiness. The North say they are ready. I agree with them, understanding the fact that they have institutions in place. The Southwest, the Oduduwas say they are ready. To some extent, I agree with them. Then in the East, the Biafrans, with the same question. How ready are the Biafran people? And what actually makes the people ready?
Well, Chinedu, the way I will approach this question is this: all Nigerians are ready.
Okay.
We are ready because, like I said before, the power of the people is bigger than very few people in government. it has done on majority of Nigerians that what belongs to them have been taken by few elites, economic and political elites. So it is we and them, we and them. Who are we, the people? Who are them, political elites? So I don't want to start dividing it. Biafra, they are ready. The ones are ready. Arewa. No, 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 no. It's the indigenous people of Nigeria. That is, they demonstrated it during the last election, 2023 election. If that election was not rigged because of INEC glitches, P2B would have been declared the president. So that is demonstration of that thing I'm telling you, that the power of the people is the greatest, not very few propagandists in government sharing money and distributing money. How many people can you buy? If majority of Nigerians should take decision, whether you are coming, remember, the way I see these things, I am a Biafran by indigenous identity, but I'm still a Nigerian by citizenship, even though it's forced on me. But for the fact that I'm still spending their naira, still spending their driver's license, still having the international passport, this is a fact, the part of the matter. You cannot be living in a system you are enjoying. Some of us are working, receiving money, and we are claiming we are Biafran, we are not Nigerians. It's deceit. So, because you know what I believe, that I am a Biafran by indigenous identity. If some other person might say I am not a Biafran, I'm Igbo, no problem. I don't have issue with you. But for the fact that I say that I am a Biafran by indigenous identity, at least I have right to define my indigenous identity. But I'm still a Nigerian position because I don't believe in the way Nigeria is configured, command and control. I don't just believe it. So the same thing with the Oduduwa person. It's not Oduduwa. Oduduwa has been accepted even in corporate affairs. Oduduwa, there is Oduduwa University. There is Oduduwa Foundation, meaning that it was registered with corporate affairs. That name Oduduwa is not stigmatized like a Biafra. The name Biafra is stigmatized because some agitators or Biafran agitators have made it so. You know, they have made it so that once you mention Biafra, people will say it's war because they've used that name to fight war. So my own, I'm trying to destigmatize it by using approaching my own style through the process of law. The same thing with Arewa. There's Arewa Foundation. Arewa does not have any stigma. So people of Arewa can make a statement, say, we don't want this system of government. We are still in Nigeria, no problem. We are following the due process of law. This is what Arewas are doing. Forget the other people, Boko Haram people that said we don't want Western education. Their intention or their approach is not well defined. It's not well defined. Because at times you see them fighting, taking one territory like this, hosting their flag. It means they are fighting for independence. That is their own approach. But you have otherwise in political struggle saying that this is what we want. We'll use that your constitution to fight you. Or like if we're asking for regional government, they may end up saying that if it's regional government, let's have Arewa Republic. There's nothing out of place. So, Chinedu, the question you asked me is simple: whether the people of former Eastern Nigerians, whether they are prepared to exit. I cannot speak for them. I'm only molding opinion. The opinion I'm molding is this: as a good governance ambassador for the people of Eastern Nigeria, let's organize ourselves. Let's unify ourselves for good governance. Once that is done, you know, we can develop our land like Japan of Africa. It's only when we develop ourselves and understand ourselves too well and have leaders who think like me that will be in better position to say this is exactly what we
I think WC, we are losing him, and he has made his submission very clear. And I hope this is where we are going to wrap it up for tonight. We've tried a lot. I never knew that this program is going to stretch up to this point. Hello, WC, you're back. We lost you for some. Okay.
my space. When
Okay.
once that good governance is guaranteed, we can make a step further. This we are asking for everybody, even uh, the Simon Baku believe that Biafra will come on second. Somebody asked him question the other time when damages posted him. After second, what will happen? Simon Ekpa said, no, it will take time. Oh. Is it not the same thing I'm saying, Chinedu? If it will take time, what's the essence of killing people? If it will take time, what is the essence of killing people? What is the essence of saying you want to remove all the Nigerians by force, Nigerian forces by force? Why not follow through the political process? If that your process will take time, because somebody I watched the program, somebody asked him after 2nd December, what next? He said after 2nd December, they what it means is that they have passed a message to the world, and thereafter the process will continue. That it will take time. I heard him using that word. That this thing will take time. The same thing I'm saying here. Let's organize our region. Ensure that we have right people. There was a video I sent to you, Chinedu, about one guy that wants to contest for governor next year.
That's
Governorship
Valozi, but I think I saw the
candidate of.
video.
Uh, so he was selling his manifesto, and there you have other parties. You have ABGA, the ABGA representative. So that is how it's done. If you are Biafra-centric, like Chinedu, if me and you now and Good Governance Ministry is a political party, we would have gone there and sell our manifesto to the people. This is what we do to build our land. We can build our land without Abuja money. Igbos are highly creative. Enough of all this blame game, blaming in this one, blaming our Fulani, blaming Europe. We know what they did. We know what they are still doing, but we can do better.
Okay.
With even with our resources, with what we have, we can do better. That is what I'm saying. So let's think outside the box. Let's even think outside the constitution and serve ourselves selflessly. If we can serve ourselves selflessly, using the resources of our people across the globe, I'm telling you because diaspora remittances to Nigeria is even more than Nigerian annual budget. And who are those diasporas? 80% of them are Igbos. 80% of them are Igbos. Oil today is giving Nigeria more than 80% revenue. Oil. So there are so many countries that are prosperous without oil resources. What is their source of wealth? Brain, Chinedu.
Human capital
What God?
development.
Talents, God. as yes, that is their source of wealth. Why is everybody looking at oil? We can dash them oil. If Ojukwu had not made that mistake of asking the white men to fight with him after the war, they can now sit down to negotiate for the oil. If I were Ojukwu, or maybe if Ojukwu had known he was tender that time, 31 years, 32, 32 years, if Ojukwu had known what he would have, in fact, giving them that oil free, they should stay there and they be enjoying the oil. That's all. And just give us some of it for domestic use, like our industrial use, gas for industrial use, crude oil for PMS and the others. And today would have been better off. So people should not be every time oil, 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 oil. Oil is not, Switzerland does not have oil, Chinedu. People should Google it. Swiss. Swiss is one of the most prosperous nations across globe. But they don't have oil. Dubai, I don't know, but I don't know. Japan, do they have oil?
I don't know. I don't know, but their own is
Japan,
technology.
Japan. Yes, who is saying that we are not good in technology? Who is saying? Emma Ware, where is Emma Ware from? Even Professor Naji. Do you know Professor Naji's exploit in US before Obasanjo brought him in to build power plant in Abuja? Now, that year I was in Abuja for 1 year like this. There was steady electricity supply in Abuja. So, my dear brother, what I'm saying is that we should look inwards. We should. There are a lot of potentials we have that we can explore to better the loss of our environment,
Okay.
to give sense of direction to our children. You know. So all this fight, and blaming game, I think it will not take us any place.
All right. Thank you,
you.
Ndubisi. I think we have done justice to this program tonight. We will continue on Matters Arising tomorrow from 6 p.m. For those of you who are watching, thank you for watching this far. We hope you are going to come back, especially the callers. Obidio Bienu, thank you for calling, and all of you who have called in, and those who are dropping your comments, and those who are sharing. We appreciate your being here and hope that you're going to join us again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. on Matters Horizon. And also, we'll be dropping all updates with undiluted truth to expose the Nigerian people's mind and consciousness to the truth that will set them free from bad governance. Ndubisi, thank you very much. A very wonderful ally in this project, and the GGM Ambassador General. We thank you so much for being part of this crusade to liberate the people from bad governance and to give our people the freedom they desire. Thank you, Ndubisi.
Thank you, Chinedu, and good.
Okay, that is where we are calling it off. And to you who have watched this far, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. Make our time to be here with us. I still remain Asuchenod Peters, the advocate for good governance. Keep sharing our videos, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep dropping that comment. And together, we will form a formidable community that will hit hard on the freedom for the people. It starts from here. And that is what we are doing right here. Until then, when I'm back, stay blessed and stay safe. Very important. Bye-bye for now.
Whether we like it or not, there is a problem. We need to discuss the problem. We are disagreeing with ourselves and we have every reason to disagree. The North before now is saying we don't believe in separation. But as I'm standing, I'm telling you that If there's going to be separation tomorrow, the North is ready for it. We are also ready. Let's go our either ways. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. Northern Nigeria before now do not want to hear anything separation. But as of today, as I speak to you, the North is equally ready to lead. Please disagree with me, but I will speak. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. Good. Let us discuss the controversy and let us find a solution to the problem.
Trying to be only ones to make her better, the only ones to make an impression. With our sweat and blood, every breath of our lives, we trust in God. We will live our life high. We believe in togetherness. We'll build a land of progress. With the spirit of Anambra. With the spirit of Anambra. With the spirit of Anambra. Let's love.
That's okay, everybody for the girl.